These 7 major American cities have had their populations cut in half. In 2021, in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, the U.S. population grew by just 0.1%, the smallest growth in the nation's history. It rebounded only slightly in 2022, growing by 0.4%. While experts point to COVID-19 as a major reason for such historically poor growth, the last 2 years are merely the lowest point in a trend that has lasted for decades. Long gone are the years of booming growth, like the 1950s, when the population increased close to 2% every year. Outside of a small surge in the 1990s, growth has been slowing ever since. And the national decline in population has been accompanied by another trend: the loss of tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of residents every decade, in some of the nation's largest cities because of economic and demographic changes. There are in fact 7 cities that were once among the nation's biggest metropolises and have become shadows of their former selves. We listed all 7 cities that were within the 100 most populous cities in the U.S. in 1950 and have lost more than half of their populations as of July 2021. The cities on this list are very well-known places, including Detroit, St. Louis, and Pittsburgh. They share a similar designation as so-called Rust Belt cities, former hubs of American industrial manufacturing, especially automobile manufacturing, and the production of materials, notably steel. Today, the residents that remain in these cities are more likely to struggle to find work and live in poverty. SNAP, formerly food stamps, recipiency rates in these 7 cities range from 17.7% in Pittsburgh to nearly 40% in Flint. The population decline in these cities is not simply a result of job loss, but of other demographic trends. Many of these cities also went through the process of white flight, as more affluent white residents left urban areas for suburbs. Across the United States, 12.2% of residents are black, but all the cities on this list have a higher share of black residents. In 5, at least 40% of the population is black, and in 1, Detroit, 77.5% of residents are black, while just 10.1% are white. A history of segregation and discrimination, including housing discrimination in these cities, has left a legacy of racial economic inequality. In St. Louis, the median income for black households is $30,947 a year, compared to the median income for white St. Louis households of $64,989. The governments of the cities on this list have attempted to revitalize impoverished neighborhoods and shuttered downtown businesses. As housing in other parts of the country continues to become less affordable, these cities have offered relatively cheap homes and commercial real estate to prospective young professionals and businesses. Flint, Michigan. Greater than population decline, 1952,021 to 50.6%, 82,515. Greater than 2021 population, 80,628, number 463 largest. Buffalo, New York. Greater than population decline, 1952,021 to 52.3%, 303,325. Greater than 2021 population, 276,807, number 78 largest. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Greater than population decline, 1952,021 to 55.6%, 376,275. Greater than 2021 population, 300,431, number 68 largest. Cleveland, Ohio. Greater than population decline, 1952,021 to 59.8%, 546,817. Greater than 2021 population, 367,991, number 54 largest. Youngstown, Ohio. Greater than population decline, 1952,021 to 64.2%, 108,060. Greater than 2021 population, 60,270, number 643 largest. Source: Steve Gear, iStock via Getty Images. St. Louis, Missouri. Greater than population decline, 1952,021 to 65.8%, 563,486. Greater than 2021 population, 293,310, number 70 largest. Detroit, Michigan. Greater than population decline, 1952,021 to 65.8%, 1,217,104. Greater than 2021 population, 632,464, number 27 largest. We listed all 7 cities that were within the 100 most populous cities in the U.S. in 1950, which have lost more than half of their populations as of July 2021. The decade with the largest population loss represents the decade with the largest numerical decline in population, not the largest percent decline.